Hey guys, so I think my new phone is working much better than the last phone, at least when it comes to recording videos and having no filter on them. Anyway, so today I've got my favorite summertime gel cream moisturizers, fragrance-free. I've got one that has fragrance on the list. Actually, it's a runner-up. So anyway, so with summer, spring coming, finally, at least here, finally, it's time to move to a gel type moisturizer instead of a super thick creamy one during winter that's super thick and occlusive and holds your moisture in the summertime. It's nice to go with something gel textured, light feeling, and not super greasy or oily feeling because it's usually humid or hot enough. So anyway, this one is probably not going to surprise anyone. The Bonjour Green Tea Water Bomb. I love this stuff. I love it! I just want to scream because it's just so amazing. So I'm finally excited. You know, after winter, I might use this, I don't know, here and there as a layer. But now with spring and summer here, this stuff is great. So I'm using this underneath my sunscreen and foundation today, and I just love it. So you cannot go wrong with it. So I'll link to it below. No fragrance in it. Lots of good ingredients, green tea, peptides, things like that. Next up is, this one's a little bit more geared towards those with drier skin types. The Isnt Tree Cica Relief Cream, which a friend of mine from Iceland had continued to ask me if I tried it yet. Did I try it yet? And finally, yes, I'm trying it and I love it. So it's well worth it. No fragrance in it, lots of Cica in there, and nicely hydrating. So if you're on the edge of being dry, this one might be just the perfect thing for summertime. Next up, we've got the Hero Clarifying Prebiotic Clarifying Moisturizer, which is really wonderful texture to it. This line they came out, they have a toner, a cleanser version of it as well. So far, I've only tried the moisturizer, but so far it is well worth it. Really enjoying it. Lots of good ingredients in there as well, and no scent to it. Next up, I'm so glad they reformulated this because now I can use it. That is the Etude, they're not Etude House anymore, they're just Etude now. Moistful Collagen Cream, which is really wonderful. At least now they've reformulated it so it has no scent to it so I can actually use it. Obviously, collagen, you can apply it. It's very hydrating, but it's not going to give you more collagen. But nothing wrong with applying it and giving some extra hydration, wonderful texture and everything. So I'll have to review this. If you guys want me to review this, let me know, and I can. So, okay, next up, for skin that is oily, but maybe like a compromised barrier, the Peach Slices Snail, what do they call it? The Snail Rescue Oil-Free Moisturizer, which is just wonderful. What do we have? Centella in here, snail, obviously, strawberry, no fragrance in it, rather short ingredient list, so this one is really nice. And I love snail secretion, snail mucin in anything I can get. So this stuff is wonderful. It's on the more hydrating side of things, but on a day where it's like maybe 60, it's perfect. Okay, next up, the Roche-Posay Toleriane Double Repair Gel Moisturizer. They typically market this one towards oily skin, and it is really wonderful. It's not really mattifying. They call it a matte moisturizer. I still have yet to try one that's truly super mattifying. This one probably a little bit closer than others, but it's still wonderful. No fragrance in it. Rather short ingredient list, so if you have acne-prone skin, this is probably going to be a nice option as well. Next up, we've got a brand that loves to throw in everything plus the kitchen sink into their products. And usually the products I don't love. There's been, I don't know, a handful of them that I've really liked. And this is one of them. The It Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion Oil-Free Moisturizer. It's got a long ingredient list, but thankfully this one doesn't have any scent to it. So it makes it really nice for sensitive skin. And it's a little bit pricey, but it's a little bit larger size. It's 2.5 ounces. So when you see the price initially, you think that's a little bit expensive. It's 50% larger than most moisturizers, so keep that in mind. So, well worth checking out as well. Next up, this one is a nice one for days if you've got a little bit too much sun and you're wearing your sunscreen. Don't forget your sunscreen. But it's still wonderful. The Benton Propolis Aloe Soothing Gel. This has got a wonderful gel texture to it. It's great in the winter time too, or sometimes I use it on my neck. But this stuff is really nice. Aloe is very soothing and hydrating. So if your skin is feeling a little bit dry or you got some bug bites or whatever, I don't know. Bug bites, the mosquitoes, they're out everywhere. This one's worth checking out. And then last but not least, then I'll go to my runners up, which are all pretty darn good as well. The I'm From Vitamin Tree Water Gel, actually fungal acne safe, so if you're going through issues like that. Sometimes I get the folliculitis like right around here. It tends to be more in the summer. I don't know if it's because if I'm out exercising or whatever. Anyway, so this one's a good one for that. No fragrance. Sea Buckthorn is amazing too, so well worth checking out. Okay, few runners up. This one contains fragrance, but I've started to really like it again. The Tatcha Water Cream. It's nice. It's expensive, so I mean, any of these on here on this list are great. You don't need to spend a freaking ridiculous amount of money, but it's still a really nice one. And the gel texture water gel cream is just wonderful. Okay, so if you are in the UK, or I don't know, other places maybe, the Lacura Multi-Peptide Moisturizer, it's very similar to the Drunk Elephant Protini. Actually nearly identical. It's a little different, but pretty darn similar. But it's hard to get. I think I got this through eBay or something, so I don't know. It's impossible to get in the US unless you order it online. But if you're in Europe, I think you can get them everywhere. Next up, the Summer Fridays CloudDo Gel Cream, Oil-Free Moisturizer Cream. I still love this one. I know I probably mentioned it last year. This one's nearly empty, but I still love it. It's still really wonderful. A little bit pricey. Trader Joe's, their Aloe Gel Moisturizer is wonderful. And I think Trader Joe's I think they're owned by the same company. I think. I could be wrong. I'm almost certain, though. The Byoma Moisturizing Gel Cream, also really wonderful, very affordable, and really nice. They have a thicker cream, and this is their lighter cream, and it's really nice. And then the Isnt Tree Aloe Soothing Gel Cream. I love this stuff. I've went through several tubes of it. I just love it. I talk about it too much. I'll have to do a versus of the two versions. They have the moist version, the fresh version, so I'll have to do a versus. And then my last runner-up is the Hada Labo Perfect Gel. It's just really nice. No fragrance in it, no scent. Very wonderful gel texture. I reviewed it if you want to check that out if you're more interested. But it's pretty affordable, and the container of this one is pretty large too. So well worth checking out. So these are my current favorites for summer 2022. And you know what's crazy? The other day I was looking at expiration date of something, and I'm like, is it 2022 or 2023? I couldn't remember. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. That's a little scary when I just stop and pull up my calendar and look. What the heck? That was friggin' weird. I must have just been really tired or something, or I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, you know, it's okay to be off a day or two, but to be off a year is a little, I don't know. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. So anyway, leave a comment. Do you guys change your moisturizers for seasons, like summer? To go something lighter or not or what? And if so, what do you do? So leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.